How's it going, folks? Drake here. Here to do a review on Call of Douchebag Modern Campfire 3 Return of the Campers. And yes, and it's the third time they've came back. So you know what, when it comes to this game, it's got many problems, many flaws, and many issues. And one of them is the fact that it's better than we all expect, so I am going to go ahead and leave this to him.
Off you go. Yeah. No. Ain't no Battlefield fanboy about to do a Call of Duty review. Not while I'm here. Deadman, taking over. Now, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, the third in the series, has actually been brought to us by a slew of...
Deadman, what are you doing?
I'm doing the review.
Dude, don't you remember? We promise our people non-biased reviews. You're a fanboy. You can't be objective to the game because you love it too much.
I am objective. I can be extremely objective. You know, by starting off by saying, Battlefield sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Zeiss here to give you the official review of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is the conclusion of the pulse-pounding, action-packed trilogy. It begins at the end of the second one with Price trying to save Soap after their skirmish with the renegade General Shepard. Meanwhile, Makarov proceeds with his plans to launch World War III, with Russia pretty much going against the United States, and then later on, everyone else. This results in a race against time before the US is brought to their knees, as incredible as that sounds. In typical Call of Duty fashion, you will play through the eyes of multiple different soldiers. It is through them you will be taken from Manhattan to Europe to Africa and pretty much everywhere in between, with the driving point being a worldwide manhunt for Makarov, who is trying to obtain nuclear launch codes from the president of Russia, most likely because he's too much of a noob to get a 25 kill streak in the last game. It has an interesting fast-paced storytelling style, much like the previous installments in the franchise before, but for those who follow the story up to this point will be treated with a grand roller coaster ride with a kick-ass conclusion at the end. Even though it is the shortest of the campaign in the trilogy, it doesn't feel like it, and those who play it will not be disappointed. Other than the story mode, there also comes Spec Ops. Spec Ops this time around has been split into two separate sections, with the first one being mission modes. But of course, the other mission is pretty much a new mode for the Call of Duty franchise called Survival is the new mode, and it's pretty much Horde mode made Call of Duty style. This mode can be played either solo or co-op, in which the player will start with a pistol and limited ammo, but the more kills he accumulates throughout each session, the more cash he or she will be able to gather. And this cash will be able to buy ammo, guns, perks, and even kill streaks. Your goal? Simple. Hold out until you die. Of course, we all know the real reason why the Call of Duty has become such a gigantic beast as it is, and that is the competitive online multiplayer. This is where the real meat of the franchise goes, and for those who are looking for a drastic change to the formula, you better look elsewhere because this is not for you. Even though there has been some tweaks to the formula, this is pretty much the same style multiplayer you have either grown to love or love to hate depending on who you are. The biggest change to this seems to be the kill streaks or strike packages, if you will. These packages has been split up into three different sections, each one tailor-made to the individual's playstyle. First, there's the Assault class, which is pretty much the basic style of all the previous games. Rack up the kills without dying in order to rain terror upon your enemies, through airstrikes, all-in airdrops, etc., etc. And of course, a new package is called Support. This package is pretty much for the more objective-based styles of this mode, like for example Domination, in which you can rack up a point streak by capturing a flag just as well as killing someone on the enemy team. But it pretty much works well with any mode, and it can pretty much be adapted to any mode anyway, so there's no real handicap to the Support class. And of course, last but certainly not least is the Specialist class, and this one is for the expert players that just knows how to dominate in every match that they are on. And this, instead of the normal kill streaks or point streaks in this game, what you will get with each kill you gain, you will receive the perks, and you will continue to receive perks as you rack up the kills. And pretty much once a person has reached the maximum number of perks they can achieve, the other team might as well just wave their white flag or just pray that they're able to kill this one person, because make no mistake, he will dominate. There is also a new match type called Kill Confirm, which is pretty much a spin-off of the team deathmatch, in which players will run around not only killing the enemy, but also collecting the dog tags that they drop before the other team can get their hands on them in order to gain points for the win. And I will go on record to say that this is the Zeissman's preferred mode of killing. Why? Because the dog tags are shiny, and Zeiss always has to have their shiny. You can ask any member of the Studio Dead about that. Overall, the multiplayer is fun and is the reason why COD has become the beast that it is. All it needs is one thing. Please, Activision, give us dedicated servers. It is not hard. I know that making the servers might put a damper in buying those solid gold toilet seat covers on your 17th yacht, but the peasants will praise you all the more for it. This whole host advantage is getting seriously old. Seriously, please, give us those dedicated servers. All in all, by now, you either love or hate the franchise. But if you let the game suck you in, it will suck you in and it will keep you there for a very long time. This has been the review for Modern Warfare 3.
And with all that, here's the Studio Dead's final rating. Deadman, Modern Warfare 3 gets a skull from him. Drake, Modern Warfare 3 gets shit from him.
No surprise.
And I give it a skull. That's 2 out of 3 skulls. So, rent it from a friend. And that's our review.